Hey, good morning from Colorado. It's another beautiful day here. I'm really excited and grateful to live in Colorado. It's a wonderful state. It's so beautiful, and I'm just happy to be here. One thing I wanted to mention this morning is we have 373 subscribers on this channel, and we've only been doing this for a couple of days. I want to thank everyone for your support. We can do this together. We can build this to be the biggest YouTube channel in the history of YouTube. We can do amazing things. We can help lots of people, and that's what I want to do. I just want to be real, and I want to build the greatest experience and change as many lives as we possibly can for the positive. So we can't get this many subscribers unless people are sharing the videos. Thank you for sharing my videos, and thank you for all the kind comments and notes, and everybody's been reaching out. I'm glad I touched a few people. I'm hoping that as we move forward through this 30-day journey, we all come out a little bit better on the end. I know that I'm already improving. I actually looked at the first video that I posted on YouTube 2 days ago versus where I'm at today, and I remember being terrified. I remember walking in and just sitting down, and you just got to do this, Doug. And it's a terror barrier that we all experience. It doesn't matter what level of success you have in your life or what you've done before. I've worked with presidents. I've worked with governors, captains of industry. I sit down in front of a little Sony camera to start talking about how people can improve their lives, and I fall completely apart. And I want to thank you for all the kind comments from yesterday. It's so, I don't tell that story very often, the story of my car accident. And, I think people always kind of look at me, and nobody ever really, people are nice, so they don't want to say, hey, why do you limp around, or what's wrong with you, and so I just don't tell that story. I never really, I know that after all that happened and I got through all that successfully and moved on with my life, I didn't want to be a person that told that story over and over again, because that's who I was becoming. I'd just go up to people and say, hey, I had a stroke and I was the longest clinically documented death case in America. And I started to identify with that, and that's not the identity that I wanted. I wanted to build something different. Between me and you, the one thing that I always wanted, I grew up in a household without a father. And I can remember being young, maybe 11, 12 years old, and all I wanted to do was be a dad. And I know that when I had my accident, and the pretty common consensus around me was that I didn't have much longer to live, that broke my heart more than anything. I always wanted to get married, and I wanted to have kids, because I knew if I wanted to give my own kids something that I didn't have, which is an involved father. I had a mother, but she wasn't really involved with me, for my dreams, because her approach to things was always why it can't be done. And unfortunately, I grew up in that sort of an environment my whole entire life, up until I realized, hey, I'm an adult. What happened to me in the past is in the past, and what happens to me in the future, I get to control and I get to decide on, and I just let that stuff go. You've got to forgive. Forgiveness is a big part of gratitude, and forgiveness is also a big part of getting what it is you want in your life. You've got to let things go. You can't waste mental energy and time on thinking about the past. What we need to think about is where we are today, because all the power is in the present, and where we want to go, our destination. And we're going to focus on these things and work on this. Again, I kind of digressed there. I did want to thank everybody for continuing to garner me this opportunity. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. And my wife reminded me of that this morning, and she's just got the best heart. And yeah, I got a little emotional. She always says the best things to me, and she's my number one fan. I want to tell you, you could tell everything you ever wanted to know about a person by meeting their family, because people will put their time and their money where their heart is. And that's where my heart is with my wife and my kids. It's all I ever wanted to have. And now that I have it, I cherish it. And it's one of the most important things to me, is fostering them, spending time with them. Today we're going to go out and spend some time in Colorado and again, maybe go for a mountain drive, who knows, but definitely for some coffee and breakfast, I think. I'm a little hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet this morning. I want you also to think about something in your day-to-day interactions when you're out working with people or talking to people today. Some people are just hanging on by a string, and sometimes you're that string. You want to remember that and treat everybody with kindness and compassion. It's part of living a great, successful life, is being good to people. You want people to say, hey, look at that person, man. They're living. They're full of energy. It's amazing, and you're always so happy and always so positive. Those are the best things you can hear from somebody. So be positive. And, if somebody around you says something negative today, I want you to immediately replace what it is they said in your mind with a positive comment. You ask somebody, how are you doing? Oh, well, my car's broke down and whatever, and it's all negative. In your mind, you say, you know what, I'm really happy and thankful that I actually have a car that's not broke down. And you're not demeaning what it is that's going on with them. Sympathize with them. Empathy is very important, and help them if you can. I'm definitely saying that. But, replace negativity around you with positive things, and just watch the changes occur in the way you look and in the way you think about things. Just a little bit of reinforcement with a positive attitude can have a tremendous impact on our abilities and on our mind. I want to give you a task, and I want to start working on some things with you, okay? Because you can be so successful and you can have anything it is you want. I believe in you. I know it can happen. If I can do it, anybody can do it, okay? I mean, I'm not the brightest guy. I got brain damage, and I'm a disabled person. I'm probably last on the list of people you would think that would be able to achieve the things that we've achieved. But we've had some really incredible things happen in our lives over the years, and it's as a result of taking a certain set of actions and following a certain path. Over the next 30 days, we're just going to talk about that path, and I'm going to help you take that journey. And things are going to change for you. And it's going to be wonderful and amazing. You're going to talk to me about it, and that's what I get out of this. It's fantastic. I'm not selling a program. I'm not selling you anything. I don't have an 800 number for you to make donations. It's nothing like that. What it is that what I do get out of this is gratification of knowing that I've helped somebody and that their life is better. So unfortunately, you'll have to watch the videos in order to get any information, because I don't have a program, like I said, the Douglas Vandergraph program of success. Yeah. So I'm not any of those guys that do the talk circuit or anything like that. Our team has approached me and said, Doug, you need to have a background. Doug, did you shave this morning? You need to shave and look professional and all that. And I said, hey, how about I just be a real guy? My wife says, you just go out there and just be you, Doug, and just talk. You're wearing a hockey jersey, you wear a hockey jersey. You wear a t-shirt, you're wearing a t-shirt. But just be you and go out there and talk. Because my passion is helping people. I don't think it really matters what I look like or what I'm wearing as far as clothes go, as far as an impact on what I want to accomplish here. What I want to accomplish is to develop a one-on-one relationship with you where we can work on what it is that you want in your life. I'm going to show you. If you have it up here, you can hold it here. Can you do me a favor? I want you to get a couple of pieces of paper, if you wouldn't mind. And on one piece of paper, I want you to title it at the top, Things I Don't Want. And then I want you to create a list below that. Just number it, 1, 2, 3. My initial list had about 232 things I didn't want anymore. And I was an unhappy guy, I think. I had a lot of things happen in my life, and I always felt like it was a struggle for me to actually get what it was that I wanted. Nothing was coming easy. I went to college. I'm handicapped. I'm walking all over. I'm limping all over campus. I always thought it would have been nice if they would have had like some sort of a cart that could help me to get around campus, because I always seemed to have one class way the heck over here and the other one was on the other side of the campus. But you know what? It didn't matter. I was determined to get what I wanted, and you know what? I knew where my destination was, and that was to complete schooling. And so I just kept walking in that direction until I got to where I wanted to go. And I've just replicated that path over and over and over again so that I could have everything else that I wanted in this life, and I could create the life that I want. There's a lot of things that I thought I wouldn't have or couldn't have, but it didn't stop me from being a determined individual to just continue to go for it. I had the best doctors in the country telling me I wasn't going to walk. I decided, hey, that's not going to happen. I'm not depending on all of you. I'm not going to be 35 years old and a nurse is sitting me on the toilet. All right? I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step up into the best of my ability. I'm going to be the best me I can be. So on this list of things you don't want, I want you to write everything you no longer want in this life. I don't like the car I drive. Put that on there. I don't like my shoes. I don't like my bed. I don't like my house. I don't like my job. Whatever it is you don't like, I want you to list it out there. Then I want you to grab the next piece of paper and I want you to put things I do want. And then I want you to list it out. Everything you want. Now, this is not a list of things you know you can achieve or you can do. I want this to be a total list of things that, we're using our imagination here. So build out an exponential list of things that are important and you want to have in your life. Hey, maybe you want to be a millionaire. Put that on there. It does not matter the cost. It does not matter the how. It does not matter if you think it's something that's possible. All that matters is the want. So I want you to make a list of things you want in your life. You want a wife. You want a boyfriend. You want children. You want a business. Whatever it is, put it there. It doesn't matter. You cannot give a single thought to how these things will be achieved, or if, given your current circumstance, that you think it's something that could happen for you. There's going to be several people over the next 10 years that are going to become a billionaire. Do you think they know how they're going to get there right now, all of them? Well, we don't have a list of who those people are going to be. You know why that is? It's because it could be anybody. You have no idea what's going to happen in your life next week. You could win the lottery. Some new people could come into your life that change everything for you. You start a business, you make money, and all of your dreams come true. It happens all the time. These people don't always know that great things are going to come into their life. Hell, I didn't know I was going to be where I am today. These are just things that I knew where I was going. I started walking in that direction, and eventually, I got there. So first we need to know where we are, and by creating these two lists, we're going to know where we are, and it's also going to help us to define what it is that we truly want in our life. Let's create a list of things that we no longer want in our lives or to be a part of our lives, things that we want to let go of. It could be a habit like smoking cigarettes. It could be want to lose weight. It could literally be anything, but things you don't want in your life anymore. And then a list of things that you want to come into your life. And it could be anything. It could be a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Cadillac, whatever. I guess there is no limit. Create a list of fantasy. And I want it to be the biggest and best fantasy you can possibly think of. You create that list of items. Let's think about this for the rest of today. Tomorrow when I come back on, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to do with this list, and I'll give you some more actionable points so you can continue to move down this path with me. I can't believe it. I did my third video, and I know these aren't perfect or professional, but like I said, I'm not selling anything. All I want to do is be your friend and work with you. If you could just do me a favor, and if you wouldn't mind sharing this video on your social media channels, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to show you how to win, and also together, and I'm kind of calling this the formula. We're starting on day 1. We're going to go through 30 days, and I'm hoping that what I'm doing here is setting a good example for you. I was scared to death when I started this 2 days ago. I had no idea how to put videos on YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing, but you know what? I knew what I wanted. So you know what? I just went ahead and I just did it. I just said, hey, look, I want this, so I'm just going to go do it. So I created the video. And yesterday I told a story that I don't ever tell. I don't tell that story ever. But I thought, you know what? You need to know who I am and what I'm all about. And I just did it. And I look back at the last 2 days, and I'm glad I told that story. And you know what? I'm glad I did the first video. And you know why? Because I got to do another one today, and I can't wait to do one tomorrow. I think it's going to be fantastic. Listen, I believe in you, and I care about you, and I think you're going to have the best day today. Do me a favor, now that you have those pieces of paper, write down for me 7 times, today is going to be the best day of my life. Right? Today is going to be the best day of my life over 7 times. Then I want you to fold that piece of paper up, and I want you to put it in your pocket. And if at any point in time today your day goes awry and it's not the best day that you've ever had, I want you to pull that piece of paper out, and I want you to read 7 times over, today is going to be the best day of my life. I believe you can have anything you want. I care about you. Take care, friends. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. I got to go spend some time with my family. I hope you spend some time with yours, okay? Talk to you later.